Okay, good morning and welcome to another maths lesson. Today we're going to be looking at problem solving, and our mult, as you can see at the top, is to solve multiplication and division problems. Now I've kept them nice and easy today so that we get used to the language of problem solving, and then tomorrow we'll have another look at the same ideas but with slightly more difficult calculations. So this is your task, your worksheet. There are 10 questions on here. Okay, not too many, but it's all about reading the question, remember. Okay, so we read through the question, we underline anything that's important, we decide what calculation it's going to be. So is it going to be adding, multiplying, dividing, or subtracting? We solve the problem, write the answer, and then check it over again. So it's called rucksack. Okay, so I'm not going to solve them on here. I'm going to come and bring an version over onto Active Inspire. So remember, looking at rucksack. Oh, it's not there. Never mind. We're looking at rucksack. Read, underline, calculation, solve, answer, check. So let's start off. Some children share 36 strawberries. Each child gets 3 strawberries. How many children are there? So, what I know is that there are 36 strawberries. Each child gets 3 strawberries. How many children are there? So I need to figure out how many children there are based on the fact that there are 36 strawberries and that each of them gets 3. So I think it's going to be between multiply and divide. If you notice, I've already done my reading part, I've done my underlining part. Now I'm trying to decide what the calculation is. So some children share 36 strawberries. Each child gets 3. How many children are there? So we know that there's 36 strawberries in total, and each child gets 3. So I'm visualizing these strawberries being passed out between different children. So I think it's going to be between, which means division. So I'm going to divide 36 up. Now I'm not going to do bus stop division. I'm going to do, it's in my head, because look, 36 divided by 3. I know my 3 times table. I know that that is 12. So 36 divided by 3 equals 12. Okay. So I've done my solving, I've done my answer, and now I'm going to check. I'm going to check quickly using an array this time. So 36 divided by 3. So let's see how many times I can make an array of 3. Should be 12. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Mr. Dan's made a little bit of a mistake there. He should be up to 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. So up to 36, counted in threes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good, so that is 12. So there are 12 children altogether. Now, this says tulips are sold in bunches of 3. Jonathan buys 18 tulips. How many bunches does he buy? So I know, I'm looking this through, I've read it, now I'm going to underline. I know that his total altogether, he had 18 tulips. I know that tulips are sold in bunches of 3. So that means 3 tulips per bunch. So I think it's going to be between times or divide again. In fact, well, I know that because this is the mult, which is doing multiplication and division problems. So let's see. Is it going to be 18 times 3? Well, if it was 18 times 3, then there would be one tulip in a bunch. So it's not going to be that. I think it's 18 divided by 3. This time I'm going to do division short ways. So 18, my dividend goes under here. And 3, my divisor goes here. So 3 goes into 1 0 times. Carry that 1 over. 3 into 18. Let me count up. Oh, in fact, let me use my times tables. I know that 3 times 6 is 18. So there we go. So he buys 6 bunches altogether. So I've done my calculation, I've done my solving, done my answer. I am going to check it now by counting up in my 3's until I get to 18. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. That's 6, so I was right. Good. And we've got this last one at the bottom here. Jaden is giving a birthday party. He has invited 23 children. He will give each child a goodie bag containing 10 marbles. How many marbles will he give away in total? Okay, so I know that he's having a birthday party. That's not particularly important for this. He's invited 23 children. Each child is going to receive a goodie bag that gets 10 marbles in it. How many marbles in total will that be? So altogether. Right, I think this one is a multiplication calculation. So it's got 23. It's going to be 23 multiplied by 10. Now, I knew this was a multiplication calculation because it says each here, and it says in total here. Just in case I didn't share with you, I think I forgot to mention it. The reason I knew that this calculation at the top was a division calculation was because it said the word share. Now, share means to divide. So you share things out, you divide it, like sharing a cake. Now, looking back at this one, it's 23 times 10. I know that 23 times 10. I know my 10 times tables. I could count up, just counting up in tens until I get to 23 times 10. But I also know a little bit of a trick. Now, if you have 23 times 10 and you have anything multiplied by 10, if you put them into a place value calculation like this, so hundreds, tens, and ones, just put a decimal point here. If you put anything onto a place value like this, and you want to multiply it by 10, all you do is you move everything to the left once. So my 2 is going to move under my hundreds. My 3 is going to move under my tens. And I keep the decimal point in the same place. But here, I'll add a 0 as a placeholder. So 23 times 10 is 230. Okay. So I've solved it, I've answered it, check it. Well, I have just checked it by doing my little method here. All right, now back to your questions. Nice and easy. Similar question style here, the ones I've just answered. And then you've got a few to do yourself. Okay, enjoy. Good luck.